Have you been feeling your legs weaker lately? Maybe climbing stairs has become a challenge, or you notice that getting up from a chair takes more effort than before. And at night, those painful cramps that interrupt your sleep? If you're 60, 70, or 80 years old, know that this isn't just inevitable aging. It can be a clear sign that your muscles are losing strength much faster than they should. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 most effective movements to stop this muscle loss, strengthen your legs, and restore the stability you need to walk confidently. These are simple exercises approved by experts that you can do at home without needing expensive equipment or a gym. In addition, I'll explain what's happening in your body behind this loss of strength, because understanding the problem is the first step to solving it for good. Let me ask you, do you want to keep climbing stairs without fear? Do you want to walk to the bakery, stroll in the park, travel, play with your grandchildren, without worrying if you'll be able to keep up? Or have you already started avoiding these activities because of pain, weakness, or fear of falling? If these situations sound familiar, then stay with me until the end, because this video could be a turning point in your life. I'm going to give you practical tips so you can start transforming your legs and your health today in a simple and realistic way. And there's more. At the end of the video, I'm going to reveal a simple adjustment that can double the results of these movements, speeding up the recovery of your muscle strength. This is an opportunity to invest in your body, your independence, and your quality of life. What you do today decides how you will walk, move, and enjoy life in the years to come. So, get ready, because now we're getting straight to the point. Now that you understand that strengthening your legs is essential for maintaining your independence, let's go deeper into why this happens and what's really at stake. Many older adults believe that leg weakness is simply an inevitable consequence of aging, but science shows that this isn't entirely true. There's a phenomenon called sarcopenia, which begins around ages 50, 60, characterized by a progressive reduction in muscle mass and function. But what few people know is that the way you move, or fail to move, drastically accelerates this process. Sarcopenia isn't just about losing muscle, it's about losing muscle quality. The muscles are gradually replaced by fat and fibrous tissue, becoming less able to respond to your body's command. This means that even if you don't notice a big loss in the size of your legs when you look in the mirror, the ability to generate strength, react to imbalance, or maintain stability is already compromised. And the most dangerous part is that this happens silently. Small instability, near stumbles, difficulty carrying grocery bag, all these are early warning signs that many people ignore. Another critical point is that as leg strength decreases, the body tries to compensate in dangerous ways. You start overloading your knees, spine, and ankles, changing your posture, and generating pain in other parts of the body. This not only increases the risk of injury, but also accelerates the cycle of muscle loss because you naturally begin to move less, afraid of pain or instability. In other words, a problem located in the legs starts to compromise the health of the entire body. But here's the good news. Leg muscles respond very well to simple stimuli, even at advanced ages. Unlike what many people think, you don't need long or heavy workouts. Just smart movement, targeted at the right muscle groups, done consistently. These movements activate muscle fibers that were asleep, improve local circulation, and even help with mental balance, since the body and brain work together to maintain coordination. In the next section, I'm going to show you the 3 essential movements that every senior needs to know to break this dangerous cycle and start rebuilding leg strength. We'll focus not only on strengthening the muscle, but also on regaining confidence, stability, and the ability to live without limitation. Get ready, because now we're moving from explanation to practice, and I'm going to guide you through every detail, step by step. Exercise 1. Chair squat. The first movement you're going to learn today is the chair squat. It's considered by physical therapists and experts in functional aging as the #1 exercise to strengthen seniors' legs because it directly activates the most important muscles for climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, walking safely, and maintaining balance. Without these muscles working well, you increasingly rely on your hand, on external support, and drastically raise your risk of fall. Now, You might be thinking, but why should I start with a squat? Isn't that too hard? This thought is common, but here's the truth. When done with support, this exercise becomes extremely safe and efficient. It's been adapted precisely to serve those who already feel weakness in their leg, ensuring gradual strengthening without overloading the joint. Instead of thinking of it as a heavy workout, think of it as an essential movement you already do daily, every time you sit down and get up. The difference here is that we'll do it consciously and in a controlled way, to reprogram your muscles and turn them into allies, not obstacles. Why is the chair squat so powerful? Because it activates the quadricep, front of the thigh, the glutes, buttock muscles, the hamstrings, back of the thigh, and even the core muscles of the torso. In other words, it doesn't just work the legs, it also improves posture, strengthens the lower back, helping you keep your spine aligned and reduce pain. On top of that, it improves communication between the brain and muscle, helping train the essential reflexes for balance. Here's the detailed step-by-step. 1. Choose the right chair. Use a sturdy chair without wheels that doesn't slide on the floor. Ideally, place it against a wall to ensure total stability. This removes any risk of unexpected movement. 2. Position your feet. Stand in front of the chair with your feet aligned to hip width. The tips of your feet can be slightly turned outward, creating a stable base. 3. Adjust your posture. Imagine a string pulling the top of your head upward. This keeps your spine elongated. Place your hands extended in front of you or on your hips, whichever you prefer. Keep your chest open and look forward, not down. 4. Move slowly. Start by bending your knees and pushing your hips slightly back, as if you were going to sit, but without collapsing. Control is essential. Don't rush. Every phase of the movement matters. 5. Touch lightly. Don't sit fully. When your hips lightly touch the seat, engage your legs and return to the starting position, pushing through your heel. Here's the key. The strength should come from your legs, not your arms or back. 6. Breathing. Inhale deeply as you go down and exhale as you come up. Controlling your breath helps maintain rhythm, oxygenates the muscle, and avoids unnecessary tension. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. 1. Letting the knees go too far forward. This overloads the knees and can cause pain. Push your hips back, as if you were aiming to touch an invisible chair behind you. 2. Rounding the back. Keep your chest open, as if you were standing proud. This aligns the spine and protects the lower back. 3. Putting weight on the big toes. Focus on the heels. This simple change already transforms the exercise. 4. Sitting down with dead weight. Don't collapse onto the chair. The goal isn't to rest, just to touch and come back up. How many repetitions and sets should you do? If you're just starting out, do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. For those with a bit more endurance, you can increase to 3 to 4 sets. Between sets, rest for 30 to 60 seconds, just enough to catch your breath, but without cooling down completely. How often? Per week. Start practicing 3 times per week, every other day, to give your muscles time to recover. As your strength improves, you can increase to up to 5 times per week, since leg muscles can handle a higher training volume. Short-term benefit: immediate sensation of muscle activation. You'll really feel your legs working. Improvement in balance and motor coordination. Increased confidence for everyday movement. Long-term benefits: directly fights sarcopenia, preserving muscle mass, reduces the risk of falls and fractures, improves blood circulation in the extremities, strengthens the core muscle, helping maintain posture and stability. Greater functional capacity, more ease in walking, climbing stairs, and carrying objects. Now, I want you to reflect. How much of your life depends on your legs? Much more than you imagine. The simple act of being able to get up from bed on your own, walk to the kitchen, take a stroll around the block, all of this depends on the strength you build now. The chair squat is not just an exercise. It's a symbol of autonomy, power, and freedom. When you invest in these movements, you're investing not just in muscle, but in the quality of your life. And pay attention, this is just the first pillar. To ensure complete strengthening, we also need to work on muscles and functions that the squat alone doesn't reach. In the next exercise, we'll focus on the back of the legs, the glutes, and lateral stability. Fundamental areas to make sure your legs are prepared for any challenge. Stay with me, because now we're going to raise the level even more, explore movements that complete this work. Let's move on to the next step. Exercise 2. Hip bridge. Now that you've learned the chair squat and started activating the muscles in the front of your legs and your core, it's time to focus on another critical and often overlooked area, the glutes. The second essential movement to strengthen your legs and prevent falls is the hip bridge. You might be wondering, why work the butt if I want strong legs? Here's the secret. The glutes are the most powerful muscles in the human body. They're responsible for generating stability, controlling the hips, protecting the knees, and helping with propulsion when walking, climbing stairs, and even getting up from a chair. When these muscles are weak, the body starts compensating by overloading the knees and lower back, increasing pain and the risk of injury. Therefore, ignoring the glutes is a mistake you cannot afford to make. Additionally, strengthening the glutes helps improve a function that many seniors don't even realize is failing: pelvic balance. The hips act as a bridge between the upper and lower body. When this bridge is unstable, any misstep, sudden movement, or imbalance can cause a fall. The hip bridge specifically strengthens the muscles that keep this area firm, improving coordination between the torso and the legs. Why is the hip bridge ideal for seniors? Because it activates the glutes and hamstrings, the back of the thighs, safely, without putting weight on the joints. You do the movement lying down, with your feet on the floor, using only your body weight. It improves strength, pelvic balance, posture, and even helps with blood circulation. Plus, it strengthens the deep muscles that support the spine and help prevent lower back pain. Another advantage is that it requires no equipment and can be done anywhere, in the bedroom, the living room, even in a physical therapy office. That removes any excuse. You don't need to worry about the gym, weights, or special clothes. All you need is the decision to start. Detailed step by step. 1. Lie on the floor. Use a yoga mat, an exercise mat, or even a folded blanket. The important thing is to have a comfortable but firm surface. Bend your knees and keep your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Your arms stay extended alongside your body, with palms facing down. 2. Adjust your starting posture. Make sure your head, shoulders, and back are relaxed on the floor. Lightly contract your abdomen to stabilize your lower back. Imagine you're pulling your belly button toward your spine. 3. Lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes, buttocks, and slowly lift your hips, forming a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Here's the key detail. Don't push with your back. The strength should come from the glutes and the back of the thighs. 4. Hold for a few seconds. When you reach the top, hold for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling the glutes contract. Visualize the muscles working. Feel the strength being generated. 5. Lower slowly. Lower your hips slowly, vertebra by vertebra, controlling the movement until you return to the starting position. No dropping down. Control is everything. Proper breathing. Inhale deeply as you prepare, while lying down, and exhale as you lift your hips. This breathing rhythm helps maintain focus, oxygenates the muscles, and increases the efficiency of the exercise. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Lifting too high, arching the back. This creates unnecessary tension in the spine. Only lift until you form a straight line between your knees and shoulders, pushing with your heels lifted. Keep your feet firmly on the floor, especially the heels. Rushing the movement. Avoid doing it too quickly. Remember, slow and controlled is always better. Not engaging the glutes. If you're not feeling your buttocks working, review the movement. It's not the back that should lift. It's the glutes that should push. How many repetitions and sets should you do? For beginners, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. For advanced, 3 to 4 sets, possibly adding a 5-second pause at the top of the movement to intensify. Between sets, rest 30 to 60 seconds. How often? Practice 3 to 5 times per week. Ideally on the same days you do the chair squat. They work together, ensuring balanced strengthening. Short-term benefit. 1. Immediate sensation of activation in the back of the legs. 2. Relief of lower back tension. 3. Improvement in balance and pelvic stability. Long-term benefits. 1. Stronger glutes. reducing overload on the knees and spine. 2. Enhanced pelvic stability, essential for preventing falls. 3. Improved blood circulation and venous return, important for preventing swelling and varicose veins. 4. Better performance in everyday activities, walking, standing up, turning, climbing stairs. Now, I want you to reflect. When was the last time you truly felt secure while walking or stepping up onto a stair? Often, we don't realize that insecurity comes not just from the legs, but from the center of the body, the hips, the base that supports us. The hip bridge works precisely on this. It strengthens your base. And here's the most powerful detail. By working the glutes, you also strengthen your neuromuscular connection. This means your brain reacts faster to stimuli, like a stumble or an unexpected imbalance. Strengthening muscles isn't just about gaining mass. It's also about sharpening reflexes, and that can literally save you from a fall. In the next section, we'll explore the third exercise, which works on lateral stability, a crucial component for maintaining balance during dynamic movement, like walking on uneven ground, making quick turns. These 3 exercises together form a true, complete strengthening program that will transform your leg and your sense of security. Let's move on to the next stage. Exercise 3. Side leg raise. After working the front of the legs with the chair squat and the back with the hip bridge, we arrive at the third essential movement for complete strengthening, the side leg raise. This exercise is often ignored by people training at home, but it's indispensable for seniors because it strengthens the lateral muscles of the hips and thighs, which are responsible for lateral balance and stability when walking on uneven surfaces. If you've ever tripped on a step, lost balance while dodging something in your path, or felt unstable when turning your body quickly, the culprits were likely weak lateral muscles. The side leg raise directly targets these muscles, especially the gluteus medius, which is a key stabilizer for the pelvic region. When this muscle group is strong, your body can quickly react to changes in direction, correct imbalances, and keep your legs aligned while walking. This means less risk of falls, more confidence when walking, and greater safety to face any kind of terrain. Why did we choose this exercise for you? Because it's simple, requires no equipment, and can be done by people of any level, from beginners to advanced. Plus, it perfectly complements the other 2 movements. While the chair squat and hip bridge strengthen the muscles that generate vertical force, climbing, standing up, the side leg raise focuses on lateral strength, which is essential to keep your body's base firm and ready for quick changes. Detailed step by step. Prepare correctly. Lie on your side on a comfortable mat or exercise mat with your legs extended one on top of the other. Rest your head on the lower arm, keeping your spine straight. If you prefer, you can also do this exercise standing, holding onto a chair for support. Position your feet, make sure your feet are aligned and that your hips aren't rotated forward or backward. Proper alignment is crucial to activate the correct muscle. Lift the upper leg. With control, slowly raise the top leg, keeping it straight. You don't need to lift it very high. The focus is on the quality of the movement, not the height. Hold at the top. When you reach the maximum elevation point, about 30 to 45 degrees, hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Focus on feeling the side of your hip and thigh working. Lower slowly. Return to the starting position in a controlled way, avoiding letting the leg drop. The lowering movement is just as important as the lifting. Proper breathing. Inhale as you prepare the movement. Exhale as you lift the leg. This coordinated breathing helps maintain focus and stability and improves muscle engagement. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Rotating the hips forward or backward. This takes the work away from the lateral muscle and shifts it to muscles that aren't the focus. Keep the hips aligned throughout the entire movement. Lifting too quickly. Speed won't bring results here. Control is key to properly strengthening the muscle fibers. Raising the leg too high. You don't need to force the range of motion. A moderate and well-executed movement is worth more than overdoing it and losing technique. Holding your breath. This creates body tension and harms control. Breathe steadily and consciously. How many repetitions and sets? For beginners, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions per side. For advanced, 3 to 4 sets, possibly including a 5-second pause at the top to intensify muscle contraction. Rest between sets, 30 to 60 seconds. How often? Ideally, perform this exercise 3 to 5 times per week, on the same days as the other two movements. Since the side leg raise doesn't create joint overload, it can be practiced frequently, as long as it's done with good form. Short-term benefit: immediate sensation of strengthening in the outer thighs and hips. Improved body awareness, increasing balance. Boosted confidence to walk and turn in different directions. Long-term benefit: drastic reduction in the risk of lateral falls. Improved gait, making steps firmer and more aligned. Strengthened hip joints, reducing pain and discomfort. Muscle preparation to handle uneven terrains like sidewalks, grass, and slopes. Now, I want you to think about something. How many times have you avoided going out because you were afraid of tripping or falling? How many times have you missed out on enjoying a walk outdoors or a trip because you felt insecure in your own steps? That doesn't have to be your reality. When you strengthen your legs fully, front, back, and laterally, you're not just working muscle, you're reclaiming freedom. The side leg raise isn't just another exercise, it's the missing piece to complete your rehabilitation and strengthening program. Along with the other movements, it closes the cycle of protection and performance, preparing your legs to face any everyday challenge. In the next section, we'll talk about the special adjustment we promised at the beginning, the detail that can double the results of these 3 exercises and completely transform the efficiency of your training. This adjustment doesn't depend on equipment, doesn't require expensive supplements, and doesn't demand hours of effort. It's within your reach, and I'm going to show you exactly how to apply it. Let's keep going. Now that you know the 3 essential movements, chair squat, hip bridge, and side leg raise, it's time to reveal the simple adjustment that can double the results you'll achieve. Many people believe that to improve, they need to do more repetitions, more sets, more exercises. But the truth is, especially for those over 60, the key isn't in the quantity, it's in the quality with which each movement is executed. This adjustment has a technical name, muscular intention, and it's much more powerful than it seems. When you do an exercise just by repeating the motion, your body goes on autopilot without fully engaging the right muscle. But when you perform each movement consciously, paying attention to the contraction, alignment, and rhythm, you activate the muscle much more deeply and efficiently. This means the result doesn't depend on doing more. It depends on doing it better. Let's look at practical example. In the chair squat, as you rise, focus entirely on your thighs and glutes. Don't push up in a rush. Feel each part of your legs generating force, every muscle fiber participating in the movement. In the hip bridge, don't just throw your hips upward automatically. Squeeze the glutes with intention. Hold at the top, breathe, and notice your body working. And in the side leg raise, don't swing your leg back and forth. Lift slowly, hold, lower with control, all while paying maximum attention to the side of your hip. Studies show that muscle activation can be multiplied by 2 or even 3 when the exercise is done with full intention, even without changing the weight, speed, or volume. This means that even without sophisticated equipment, you can maximize the benefits simply by training with more focus. And more, by doing this, you're also training your neuromuscular reflexes, strengthening the communication between brain and muscle, something fundamental for preventing stumbles and falls. And here's another detail a few people mention. Working with intention also improves posture because it activates stabilizing muscles that usually stay dormant. In other words, you not only gain strength, but also improve body alignment, which reduces pain, fatigue, and joint wear in daily life. If you're thinking, but how do I know if I'm doing it right? The answer is simple. Go slowly. Feel each movement. Breathe with. Check if the right muscle is being activated. Don't rush. Don't just count repetitions. Count quality. Doing fewer well-executed repetitions is far more valuable than doing many without awareness. From now on, every time you do these movements, think of it as a complete workout, not just for the muscles, but for the whole body, including the nervous system. Each repetition is an opportunity to build strength, balance, and autonomy, and every small improvement is another step toward a life with more movement, more safety, and more freedom. And there's more. We'll still talk about strategies that can help you maintain these results over the weeks and turn them into real-life change. Stay with me, because the next tips will help you consolidate all this progress. Now that you know the 3 essential movements to strengthen your legs and have discovered the simple adjustment that multiplies your results, I want to reinforce a very important message. The choice is in your hand. Every step you take today toward your health is a direct investment in your future, in your body, in your freedom. It doesn't matter if you're already over 60, 70, or 80. The human body has an incredible capacity for adaptation and recovery, regardless of age. Even if you've started noticing a loss of strength, difficulty walking, climbing stairs, or maintaining balance, know that it's never too late to reverse this. With the right movements, done the right way, you can not only regain muscles, but also reclaim something even more valuable: confidence. Imagine being able to get up from a chair without fear, climb stairs with security, walk with energy, play with your grandchildren, travel, live fully. This isn't a distant dream. It's within your reach, starting with small steps, small exercises, small decisions that, together, create a powerful transformation. And I want to be here to accompany you on this journey. So if you enjoyed this content and want to keep learning more practical strategies to strengthen your body, improve your health, and maintain your independence, subscribe to the channel right now. That way, you'll receive all the upcoming videos, always packed with valuable information made especially for you. And one more thing, tell me in the comments, which of these exercises did you already know? Which one will you start doing today? I read all the comments and love knowing how this content is helping you. Oh, and don't forget, share this video with someone you love. Many people need this information but don't yet know where to start. You could be the person who inspires real change in their life. Thank you so much for being here, for dedicating this time to your health, and for choosing to take care of yourself. Let's keep going together, because we still have so much to build and strengthen. See you in the next video.